honestly and heartily believe you enjoyed the features that we did for you in these national parks, 5 of them. And right now, this is the team that went to those national parks. And Reina, where did you go?
I was in Ssetumba National Park.
Okay, very good.
Quite an impressive experience.
Ingrid, where did you go?
I had the fortune of going to Murchison Falls National Park and Queen Elizabeth National Park.
Yeah, and of course I went to Bwindi, Impenetrable, and Kidepo. And we thank in advance all the lodges that partnered with us. And of course our biggest partner, UWA, who made sure that we can showcase to Ugandans where they can go in terms of destinations. In terms of attractions, let's start with Lake Umboro, Reina. Why would a Ugandan think that those things are for the Bazungos, the white people? Why do you think a Ugandan should go to Umboro?
Lake Umboro National Park is accessible from, say, the Greater Kampala. Within 3 hours, you should be able to get there. Smooth ride all through into the parks. The roads are well paved. But in terms of actual activity, you can be able to go on a horse riding excursion across the protected areas. And you can also be able to go on a bike. And you can actually walk. It's the only park in Uganda that can do something of that, magnitude in terms of kilometers within protected areas. It's quite a nice experience. I
like the night game drive.
Oh yes, absolutely. The night game drive was wonderful. I previously had an early morning game drive, say from about 5. This was from about 8 p.m. up to about 1 a.m. It was a great experience. Actively pursuing a leopard to the deepest of its hideout, and it was great.
And I'm told leopards, unless you find them at night, they will run away. Well, isn't that true?
We found this one calm and very subtle, in spite of very strong floodlights and the hustling of the car, the truck. It was a nice experience because we kept the pace and space.
Because I've never seen a leopard being tracked actually, and I think it has to be at night. If I'm to go to Umboro, I think that's one reason.
You should.
Let's turn to Ingrid. Murchison. Let's begin with Murchison. What's the magnet?
Well, Murchison, like if it's the experience you're looking for, if it's adrenaline, if it's adventure you're looking for, Murchison is definitely like one of those parks you should consider. And by that I mean, there's just, like Reina said, like there's so much in terms of activity. There's boat rides, there's that hike, the crazy hike up the falls, which I feel everyone should at least experience even once. It's so thrilling, but at the end of the day, it's so worth it. It's one of those things that you just feel like, I'm so glad I did this. Even when you're unfit, it's some sort of achievement. And then like the game drive as well, like there's just so much when it comes to activities and what you need to do. And also maybe kind of close, but not quite obviously as exciting because leopards are so rare. We had an opportunity to follow lions. You know, for some reason I know when guys are going to game parks, they're like, we want to see the lion. Everyone always looks out for the lion because for some it's a bit rare. So we're lucky enough to get a lion and a lioness get onto the path, and we too trailed it during the day. We weren't as lucky, but yeah, it was really nice and exciting.
There's this thing called feeling. It's the feeling which you cannot define, but you can try to tell us the feeling after Queen and Murchison.
Yeah.
What's the feeling?
Well, the feeling, like you said, it can't be described, but it's one of those things where you're just a lot happier with your country. You've achieved so much, like it shows you this part of Uganda that you didn't even know existed. You actually begin to wonder, why have I been trying to vacation outside of this country when we have this gold mine? The country is so rich in too much, in biodiversity. We have people save up from, those foreign countries which we long to go to come here because we have so much more that's so untapped that we've not taken advantage of.
And I know you did
as
talk
Ugandans.
to Ugandans in Murchison.
Yeah,
what did they say?
They were exciting because there's a difference when you go to these national parks. It's away from the hustle and bustle of the city. So away from everything else, there is relaxation, there's fresh air, the ambience. It's just a nice getaway.
Absolutely. And if you think we are not telling the truth, you need to do it yourself, and you'll be on our side. In fact, I did Wind Impenetrable. Wind is about gorillas, guys, but it's not only about gorillas. You can take a honeymoon to Bwindi and not touch gorillas. Gorilla is adventure. it is actually tracking. You need to be tough. It's actually tougher than the Murchison Falls to the first climb.
Sure.
I know,
Yeah,
that's for sure.
wind is tough because you do vertical climbs and the vertical descents. It's really tough.
It is
But if you
tough.
don't want to do the tracking of gorillas, you can just walk to the falls. You can just do nature walks and chill in the shadow of the hills. It's very green and it never quite totally shines there. It rains a little bit and the sun is always mild throughout the year. Of course, Kidepo. We have said much about Kidepo. The story about Kidepo, of course, as we have seen, is about roads. The roads have greatly improved, but being the farthest of the national parks, again, the feeling. It leaves you with a certain feeling that you'll never be able to describe. You need to experience it as in the wild. We don't have so much time to tell the experiences, but Ugandans, go there to these national parks and see for yourselves, and then you'll be our witnesses.